Love is kindness.
Love is patience.
Love is selflessness.
Love is hard work.
Love is friendship.
Love is beautiful.
Love takes time.
Love cares.
So, hey, so when we got just before we got married,
right.
My career was those ones of you're not in the country.
Okay.
So bad that on the day when we were getting married, I flew in 2 weeks before my wedding, got married, then we left for honeymoon. Then from honeymoon, he came back to Kenya. I proceeded to work. He was unwrapping presents in the house by himself.
Alone.
And him taking
Zoom.
There was no Zoom. There
So
was
you have
there
pictures.
even
There was
Because
Zoom,
WhatsApp.
but we probably didn't know
we
about
didn't
it.
know about it.
No.
But and then I think on the other end, I am newly married,
Yeah.
but I am working. I wasn't
Yeah.
even able to concentrate. It got so bad that I had to threaten my boss that I was gonna leave. I asked for a plane ticket, and by the time you all give me this plane ticket, I'm either resigning or you find me something to do in Kenya, and that's what they did.
Oh.
But it was that bad. It
Wow.
was that bad.
So you were dealing with it from a personal level. You're struggling with it personally.
Yes.
But the conflict that came between,
Of
what
course.
what was going through your mind at that time? Now that you've used that example.
Yeah, I'm just from a wedding, but I'm sleeping alone.
Got you.
Uh,
Yeah.
And the distance wasn't working, trying to do WhatsApp. It wasn't working.
horrible.
The internet was
Was
horrible.
not the best.
Yeah, I didn't see that going so far. And you just come out of your wedding.
You've come out from your honeymoon, your
Your
wedding.
wedding, and-
Here you are, and you're like, I'm alone.
Is this it?
This
I
is
mean,
the reality. Was this your expectation of marriage?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it wasn't my expectation, but again, I was depressed. It was depressing. I couldn't be able to eat supper. I remember I was drinking Ray-Ban at night and sleeping.
No.
Yeah, and then the next day I go home. It was a desperate moment for me until we prayed and something happened. She decided to resign and she came.
Did you ever at any point ask her to come home or to
He
switch
didn't
jobs?
have to.
Okay.
It was
He
never
didn't have
discussion.
to.
It was never discussed.
It was never
But you were both stressing
Yeah.
in different ways.
Yeah. But I think it was very clear that this your job, Wagashi, is not working. Like he didn't have, I know it sounds long, but that was only a month and a half.
Yeah, it truly sounds very long.
It sounds long, but it felt long, but that was just a month and a half. And in that 1 month and a half, I was like, imagine guys, I can't do this
can't.
amount.
Oh, wow.
But thankfully they found me a role in country
Yeah.
and it all
Okay.
went well.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever conflicted over a job on his end? Either a career move,
Yeah.
promotion, career offer?
Yeah, currently ongoing.
Currently. So,
Yeah.
me and Anika, my husband, the Lord shall forgive. Anyway, but it's not Anika per se.
Okay.
William is like a dog with a bone
All right.
when it comes to work.
Okay.
When he gets into something,
That's it?
he gone. Like he can border towards workaholic.
Okay.
Because he's very dedicated at his work.
Got you.
So him getting promotions and recognitions comes very,
Very
quickly.
quickly.
So
Nice.
he has to, like for me, how I keep him accountable is I have to remind him that there's other priorities in your life. And I guess that's where the teamwork comes in.
Okay.
I have to remind him, somebody said they're giving you a promotion. How does that affect your family? Because that's what I asked him on his latest one where somebody dangled a promotion. I'm like, okay, hold up. It's good. It's good.
Like this works for us, but
Yeah. What does that look like? What is your
wow.
family time going to look like?
Oh, wow.
And he had to give me a concrete. At first, he couldn't give me a concrete
Yeah.
answer. So I was like, don't talk to me about the promotion until you come up with, go back to whoever is giving you the
Okay.
thingy
Yeah.
and ask what your timing is going to look like.
Okay.
then let's make it work for us, because it doesn't make sense for you to have all these promotions and your family is no longer there.
All right.
Like you're just like a guy you're a roommate who just walks around the house and your family.
And so many people are like that.
Yeah.
Like super well-to-do.
Yeah.
Awesome. Like
Out
in
there
terms,
you are.
Yeah, your CV is on point. Out there, everyone is praising you, but when you come to the home, it's work-life balance. Like you have people who are super, and I think that's a huge challenge for us young people. That, and I think even when I think about myself, I'm like, you've been working for so long, you're in your 30s. By the time someone checks in, you're just like, hold up, like, am I really going to be posing? And so those are tough conversations that will need to be had. Okay, again, I'm learning. I told you, I came to school. This was a conversation. I should entitle it school. Okay. So you're still thinking of, I know, I've seen your look. You've given me that look of, Still thinking about it? No pressure?
I've had to actually go back to the person who is offering me the job and, ask those concrete questions. It's my boss. The good thing, she also has a family.
Gotcha.
So tell me more about this role. How is it going to affect my family? Is it going to snatch away my time away from family? Because at some point, I'm being told you might need to work during the night. So what does that mean for me? So it's just having that candid conversation with her to see then how will the timeline actually play out. So, I've put my family at the forefront and not the work. So,
But that's a tough place to get.
It is.
For each, because you mentioned you going to your boss and saying, if you get me a ticket, or I'm either resigning, or you place me, in a local office or get a position for me locally. And are you all, even with your conversation with your boss, are you at the place that if your boss says, hey, you might as well resign, are you okay with that? By the time you're having these conversations. I know maybe for you it's a bit too close.
Exactly.
to home, but does it ever get to that point where, okay.
It was a tough question that she asked me. So if it gets there, so fine, you'll get into the job, but what happens when you get into it and you find it's not what you're expecting or things didn't work out. So it's something that I've had to really reflect.
Okay.
And I haven't given her the answer yet that, if it happens, then I think I'll have to quit because you come first. So I haven't got to that level yet. I'm still thinking through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've touched on career. With career comes finances. Have you all ever had a financial crisis?
Of course.
Okay.
More than we can count.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and it's not that you've been jobless, or was there a point that you were jobless?
Have we ever been jobless?
No. Myself, but for a week.
Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't really...
So you didn't even really
we didn't realize
feel it so
it's
much.
The anxiety of what next.
What next?
Yeah,
Okay.
But not really jobless, no.
Okay. So financial crisis that you've had, is it poor investment? Is it just happened and you are like, we are here?
It was not poor investment per se. It's deciding, okay, so where we go to church, we are also in an indoor class.
Okay.
So we are also doing a lot of refreshers, finding out what we learned back in the day.
Nice.
So one of the things that I actually discovered that I wasn't paying attention in that class that I heard now is understanding what sort of people you are in, because we are very we are like the polar opposite in terms of personalities. He has a very high risk appetite. I keep my cards here. Like I want, so personally, if he will see a business opportunity.
Got you.
Before I tell you I've seen a business opportunity, I have, So when he comes and tells me he wants us to invest in something, I want the details. What's the plan? Like, I need you to break it down for me. I need to visualize it.
Gotcha.
So that I don't feel like I'm just shooting in the darkness and hoping to hit something. Gotcha. So that becomes a very big conflict point because it's like, no, you're holding all the money. Like, mbona unakataa tuna invest? And me, I'm thinking, can you calm down?
Okay. I like that. So the financial crisis is more between you two agreeing on where to put your finances. All right, which makes sense. You know, there are those who later on go through it's, we came into marriage, we didn't know there was a Deni that was following us. Ghafla binvu.
Auctioneer.
Or auctioneer, the worst case scenario, the ones for accounts have been swept and you didn't even know what was going on. Okay, that does make sense. So again, comes to deciding, agreeing. Is that one of those open issues that
it's getting closed? Yeah. We're closing it.
We're getting everything. We pick it as it comes.
Okay,
because not everything is the same.
Good.
So as it comes, we
different
take it apart. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think with a risk appetite, I was of the opinion of we don't need a business plan. The opportunity won't be here for long. Let's put our money in here.
We need to go now.
Let's go.
We need to go. Yeah. So for me, I think there's a mistake I've done once because of not listening to her. I've put money in a pyramid scheme, you know, all the money went.
Okay, I'm glad we can
It was
laugh
called
about
D9.
That it was called what?
D9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was called D9.
Yes,
I'm sure someone will hear it. They're like, hi, D9.
D9. There are many people.
Yeah. So,
many people locally who went through this. So for those of you who are international viewers, pyramid scheme is basically, in short, where you have this pilot. Think of a plane. There's a pilot, co-pilot. All these different people are investing. The pilot jumps out. The co-pilot jumps out. The guys in the economy are somehow the ones who are still telling you to come on board. Guys in first class, come on board. And you are made to believe you're going to earn money in all of this. Some people do, but sometimes you realize the pilot and the co-pilot jumped out. So understandable.
Yeah.
Okay. Challenge number 2. So there's challenge on finances. What's another challenge that you both have faced?
I think the biggest one has been childbearing.
Wow.
That one is the most sensitive.
Okay.
Because and everyone does this. If you're looking to get married, you always assume like there's a certain trajectory you follow. You date, you court, you get engaged, you get married, maybe you take a minute or two, then you have kids, like it's given.
It's a given.
Yeah, it's given. We do this.
Yeah.
Then we got in there, we had even decided we are gonna have 2 kids. Was it 2? Was it 2?
True. Yeah.
2 kids. We even had like 20, because we got married in 2016.
Yeah.
By the time 2017 is coming to an end, you should either be pregnant or just given birth.
Wow.
Like,
you had a plan.
We had a plan.
All right.
Kinda.
Smart. Yeah.
And then
smart people.
when a toddler somewhere, baby number 2, then you get in there, you're like, hey, wait, what's happening? Nothing is happening. But then I'd had this pain from way back, and like women, we are made to normalize pain, reproductive pain. Right. So all this pain that I'd had over the years, I thought, hey, it's a woman thing. Sini pain, sini cramp, siu meza mara moja, and it is what it is. Yeah. Then 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you're like, something ain't right.
Wow.
By that time, we had gone doctor to doctor to doctor. My papers, my medical papers are strewn all around Nairobi.
Oh, wow.
See Aga Khan, everywhere. Because and no single person could give me an answer.
No way.
Blood test, hormone test, ultrasounds, nothing. Everything just kept coming back. Normal. So we're like, okay, what does that mean? Even to the very end, so in 2018, we finally got a doctor who was willing to take discovery surgery to confirm endometriosis, because that became like
the thing.
Yeah, it was like it's the only thing that we can think of that can explain, but the only way to know is to do a surgery.
Yeah.
Like, so you're doing a surgery to discover, so you don't even know what you're looking for. You're just going with a torch and just
look.
Yeah, so in 2018, we finally found someone who would do the surgery. Okay. We did the surgery. It confirmed endometriosis, but now the location of the endometriosis still could not explain why. Because the location hasn't touched any of the reproductive system. So now, fine, we have a name,
But
there's no explanation. So I remember that doctor writing, he wrote unexplained infertility.
no way.